it up to NASCAR to just totally mind all of us, man. You know, here we are the whole time, and I didn't really read into it, to be honest with you, to begin with. I don't know if the information was out there to be found, but I was under the impression that whoever won the $1 million in-season bracket tournament, the $1 million went to the driver, but that is not the case. NASCAR has said it goes to the team ownership, which then, of course, a piece of it will go to the drivers, which then I hope the drivers give a piece of it to the crew, and it trickles down, right? But come on, man. What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming to you live right here, Coach's Corner, the center of the universe, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Rubbin' is racing, grubbin' is tasting. Man, I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday afternoon out there. We got little rain showers here and there, man, but we need them. It's hot out here. I ain't lying to you. So, anyways, getting ready to get into it. Got a lot of good NASCAR news to go over, man, after the great race there at the Monster Mile at Dover. Also, if you're new to tuning into the show, the way we like to start this out is what we call word of the day, y'all. Basically, every time I say this word, which I have no idea what it'll be, take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. Look, I know it's Tuesday, hump day. Most people are at work. You know, our work schedules are a little bit different. But either way, man, make sure you play along when you watch the show. I love to say it's age appropriate as well. If you're under 21, man, you got to, let's see, got two more full weeks, rest of this week and next week before you go back to school. So you might as well definitely try to stay up late as much as you can and enjoy it. Get a Red Bull Sweet Tea Kool-Aid, man. Play along. And last week's word was, let's see, monster. So, you know, being at the Monster Mile, I'm sure I said that quite often. Probably had a pretty good little buzz. But today's word's going to be, I have no idea, y'all, but play along. So getting ready to get into that NASCAR news, but before we do, got to give a big shout out. You see the hat, y'all. Buckshot Jones' birthday. You see it. Pulled it out. I've had this one for a while. You see the other one I wear quite often, too. This is the first one. I think my uncle got me this one, that's a funny story about that, but that's for a different time. But, yeah, loved it. Awesome race car driver there from that 90s era, man, the heyday of NASCAR. And, you know, he was just a cool guy, man. Really cool country boy, good old boy, good driver there. Had some good merch, and I mean, what a name, Buckshot. Come on, man. That's what I got family members, they call me that. So, anyways, happy birthday, brother. So, well, if you guys tuned in, you saw it. Denny Hamlin wins it there at the Monster Mile.
Come on, man.
Fourth win of the season there for him. Third in his career at Dover. I tell you what, he's on a tear. You know, I think that puts him at 58 wins. 60s in sight could be this season. We still got New Hampshire, another Martinsville race, Darlington, Daytona. We still got quite a few places. Obviously, Kansas again, that he runs great. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Denny hit 60 this year. Now, championship, that's the biggest question mark. We'll see if they can hold it and keep it going at the time when it matters. But I tell you what, right now, absolutely killing it out there. So big congrats to the 11 team there on that win at Dover. So leave it up to NASCAR, man, to mess up a good thing and kind of bring everybody's hopes down. Little bit more on this shit in just a little bit, man. It's going to be a little bit different for sure. I can tell you that. Just what we're going to talk about. It's not a huge deal, but come on, man. They got to ruin it for everybody before it's even over, man, for sure. So it's official. Came out. You guys saw it, I'm sure, man. NASCAR headed to the streets of San Diego in 2026. We traded Chicago in for San Diego, and I tell you what, I like it. This is for a great cause, man. Coronado Naval Base, in conjunction with the 250th anniversary of the U.S. Navy, all right, as well, at the same time next year, I think you have FIFA World Cup matches going on in San Diego. So, look, at the end of the day, NASCAR made a great business move, a great thing to race there. It's going to be neat. I think it's going to be awesome. You know, I'm not a big road course fan, but I do like the thought of it. The race itself, I'll judge it when we see it, but at least it's for a great cause, in a great location, and something special to kind of add into the history books of NASCAR. So we'll see how it goes, but it should be an awesome deal there in San Diego for sure. So if you guys haven't yet, man, go out, like, share, follow, all that social media, y'all. We're still giving away this Kyle Busch helmet, and I tell you what, if I get some new subscribers, or if you're an old subscriber, the first person that comments on the show that wants this Jeff Burton race car, I'm sending it to you, all right? This thing is from 97. It's never been opened, all right? It's still glued, I promise you. I never even pulled it out. Anyways, That was the first win. He got his first Cup Series win in '97. He actually won 3 races that year. So, if you want it, subscribe to the show. It's going. The Kyle Busch, we're going to give this away here in the near future. Not quite yet, man. We're trying to find a really good reason to give this away. And me and Lawrence have been brainstorming. We got a couple ideas, but definitely want to make sure it goes to a really cool person, right place, too. Like I said, man, this thing's got engineer autographs, pit crew autographs that we went and got in person at Atlanta, on top of that certified autograph from Kyle Busch. Comes with that certificate. I'm telling you, man, it's an awesome helmet. If you're a KFB fan, it's 3 chai. I mean, come and get it, man. Subscribe, y'all. So, like I said, definitely subscribe to that YouTube on social. Follow us everywhere. Lawrence does a great job. I have nothing to do with that. Lawrence does all of it, posts it all, so make sure you're following, man. So, new court date set for the 2311 Front Row Motorsports lawsuit going down with NASCAR. August 28th is when they find themselves back in the courtroom. We're going to see how it goes. I still don't think it's going to go in favor of 2311 or Front Row. I think it's a lose-lose. Honestly, I think NASCAR, Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace, those charters are important. Those sponsorships are important not only to the team but to the sport. And on the other hand, you guys should know better than try to flex up on NASCAR. I said it. If Michael Jordan wanted to make more money off of being involved in NASCAR, he should have just went out and bought Chicagoland Speedway, built it back up, and reopened it. I mean, if you wanted to make money, if you wanted them to pay you, type thing. But, at the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. But August 28th, and, NASCAR did change the rule book, man. I will give them that. NASCAR is, playing a little bit nice with them. They did, say they will not field or try to field in qualifying more than 40 cars, so they won't have to worry about making the race. They will make every race, so that was nice in NASCAR. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it comes to an end pretty soon. A little drama for your mama, but I'll keep you posted. So we're not far from it. Next Saturday, Braves in Cincinnati and Bristol, right? I hope the Braves don't do what they're doing right now. Oh, a little something. Might be a little bit too late, but either way, anyways, hopefully they go out there and beat the hell out of them Reds in Bristol. But we'll see it. Pretty cool. If you hadn't yet, go check it out. The uniforms are pretty neat, kind of NASCAR-themed uniform layout. Pretty neat stuff, man, but that happens August 2nd, so make sure you're tuning into that. And as always, go Braves. We're going to try to make it to 500, man. 500 would be a win for us this year for sure. So that'll do it for the NASCAR news, man. We are moving right along into the checkered flag for charity. Again, if you're new to tuning in the show, the way that we do this is here on Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Whatever car number wins, we donate in. Bam, man. $20, the 11, never good enough, always Christopher Bell. $20 more goes in, brings it up to $888 on the year here for us on the show. Again, got Cooler Full of Joy set up, got some good concerts coming up. We'll run down here in just a little bit. So if you're coming out to Coaches for whatever reason, make sure you bring a little bit of extra money, throw it into the checkered flag for charity. Coming out to the Soundgarden for a concert, make sure you bring it as well. Get you a raffle ticket, go home with a cooler full of alcohol. Got a couple other things here as we move later into the NASCAR season we're going to be doing too, but just make sure you're staying tuned here on Rubbin' and Grubbin' and following Coach's Corner as well, and keep you up to date. As I always love to say, doesn't matter what it is, nickels, pennies, dimes, 10/20s, 150s, whatever you got to donate, come on, man, throw it in there to that checkered flag for charity, y'all. So getting ready to get into the who's hot and who's not, but before we do, got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles, owner-operator over there at Arbor Man Tree Service, the best tree service in the Savannah area. I like to say in the world. The man's just a myth, I'm telling you. You don't even know. He's like, I don't know, half squirrel or something, man. I don't know where he got it figured out. But anyways, man, the best in the business. Fully insured, locally owned, locally operated. Doesn't matter what it is. Full tree removal, stump grinding, getting some limbs cut back, or if you just need an estimate, make sure you're giving Parker and his team over there at Arbor Man a call. You'll see that number scrolling on the screen all night long. As I always love to say, no job too big, too small. Give Parker a call. I love you, brother. So getting into the who's hot, and as if it's any surprise, we got to change it up a little bit, man. You know Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin took over the number one, y'all. You can't deny it. I mean, I know. I hate to say it. I don't really dislike him, but I don't really care for him either. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Anyways, I think at the end of the year, first ballot Hall of Famer, even without a championship for sure. But needless to say, taking over number one. I mean, new crew chief this year, 4 wins. The man just goes to show you he is a generational talent. I think for Denny, my biggest thing will be is, can he outwin Kyle Busch? can he, get more wins than what Kyle Busch has in the Cup Series right now? A few years older than Kyle. He's probably definitely winning more races than Kyle Busch has winning in the last 4 years, 5 years, to be honest. I think if Denny can get 2 to 4 races a year, not a problem. He'll come close to 70 by the time it's all said and done. I give him at least 4 more seasons, at least 1 more at JGR, and then I give him a couple in his own. I don't see why he wouldn't go over to 2311 and help boost that program a little bit too before he does retire. But we'll see. But right now, number 1 on that hot list, baby. Chase the Bulldog Elliott. Come on, man. It's second place for Chase. Man, I tell you what, we're going to get into what I think about his run at Dover, but consistency. 1 win, and the man just finds a way to get good top 10 finishes or bring a car and just finish the race. I don't think he's got a DNF all year. I'm pretty sure. I have to look on that, but I don't think he is. It might be only him now. I don't know. But anyways, 2 DNFs or no DNFs on the year. I mean, that's pretty something. That's something to be proud about, regardless where you finish those races. And at the end of the day, like I said, he finds himself up there in the points. Consistency is key. Now, definitely, he needs a win. That's the biggest question mark. We need another win. We need to solidify, go out and do what we did at Dover somewhere else and get the checker for sure. Another Hendricks guy, 3rd on the list. And no, it's not Kyle Larson. I'm not, hating on him at all. But we're taking Alex Bowman, baby. I tell you what, Bowman, the showman is coming up. He is due for a win, I would feel. I feel it heating up, consistency there again, finishing top 10, showing some speed, finding a way to kill it on pit road, finding a way to, do his thing on that racetrack, man. At the end of the day, look for a win here in the next 3 to 4 weeks for Alex Bowman. So I'll take him 3rd. So getting into the who's not, William Byron is cooling off. I hate to say it at the wrong time. Little concerning, but we'll see. Had a good run there going at Dover until he didn't. Got caught up in that accident there late in the race. But right now they really need to start getting it turned around. You got a few weeks before we get into the playoffs, and also Daytona is looming, which he runs good at. But again, it is a place that can get you caught up and cost you a good points day quick. So really needs to get the ball turned around and headed in the right direction. I put Austin Dillon on the not list just because I ain't picked on him in about 4 or 5 weeks up here. So still finds himself, I think, 30th, 31st in points. I don't get it, but RCR is definitely struggling as a whole. Can't just blame Austin Dillon. He did kind of have a little peekaboo up there at Martinsville and doing his thing, but at the end of the day, it's been a pretty lackluster season all around for RCR. So we'll see maybe if one of their cars can creep into victory lane and get a checkered somehow. I don't see it, but we'll see what happens for sure. And also on the not list, man, NASCAR and the in-season tournament. And again, we're going to talk about that here just a little bit later on in the show. Saving that, we're going to get into dissecting that down and what I think about it, man. So, speaking of that in-season tournament, just a little update. We are down to the last week here at the Brickyard 400, and I guarantee you not a soul out there thought Ty Dillon in the 32nd seed, the last guy to make it in, was going to find himself racing for $1 million. We got Ty Gibbs, the prophet himself, against Ty Dillon. I tell you what, it's going to be interesting to see who brings the equipment, who runs extra hard, and who can maybe, Ty Gibbs doesn't have a win. He really needs a win for the playoffs. Ty Dillon there again doesn't have a win, needs a win if he wants to make the playoffs. But, I would feel like more of the 10 team is just going to go after it, right? Like, let's say it comes down to doing something different at the end of the race, or staying out longer, or doing a fuel run, or something totally different just to try to go and get that $1 million. Big payday there for that 10 team and colleagues. So we'll see, but interesting, man. I tell you what. Again, I don't think this is what NASCAR had drawn up. We'll talk about it. But, man, going to be interesting to watch. I'll keep an eye on it for sure. So, before we get into that Dover recap, y'all, we're going to pause for station identification right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday. A little early show. Got a big event going on up here later on in the Sound Garden, so we had to get it in where we fit in. But cheers, y'all. Hope you guys are having a great Wednesday afternoon. All right, man. Getting into that Dover recap. Well, I tell you what, man. Another great race as I always love Dover. I mean, the Monster Mile is an amazing racetrack, unique, high bank concrete. It never fails. It always puts on a good show. You got long run, short run. You got tires. You got everything that came into play. Weather was looming there. I mean, it was just, an awesome, awesome deal. We came so close to having that race finish in the allotted time, and I'm kind of glad it didn't, because it was a pretty normal race until we came back from that rain break. Again, as I said, Denny found a way on a few lap older tires, not a crazy amount, but at Dover, a good amount, to hold on and get that win there. Again, 4th of the season, and he's creeping up on the 60 mark. And I tell you, once you get in the 60s, you kind of join a pretty elite class of guys that have won 60 Cup races. There's not many out there. There's a few, but I tell you what, a lot of them were older school drivers. There's not very many newer generational drivers with 60-plus wins, and that's a list I know Denny's hunting for sure. You can guarantee it. Championship and 60-plus wins, and you're in it. You're amongst some of the greatest ever, man, for sure. So, like I said, Bulldog Elliott, I tell you what, man, my man dominated the race. 200-plus laps led there at Dover. One mishap there on pit road with the jack slipping up. And I tell you hate to see it. Rebound, got it all back up there. Just never could quite find a way to get back out front and dominate the way he did, get into that clean air. And it cost him a win in a way. Those are the mistakes we can't have moving forward into the playoffs. But I tell you what, he found a good way to rebound. 6th place finish. I was hoping for a win for sure. But, hey, at the end of the day, got to take those points and move on to Indy. Maybe he'll get it right here this week at the Brickyard for sure. So, C-Bell, again, another car looking great, man. I tell you what, I felt for him, man. Had the mishap there at the start of stage 3 or whenever it was, spun out right there, and, came back, caught some cautions the way it did, got the track position back, found his way up there, leading the race, battling Denny Hamlin, getting into those late restarts, and did it again. Spun out again, man. So I tell you what, came back, finished 18th. Not a bad finish, but rough day there for the 20 after having such a good car for sure. And again, kind of lackluster. I mean, a little bit of drama in race here and there. You had Chastain and Logano bumping and trading it back for a little bit, but nothing too crazy. My biggest thing is I think the 19 definitely could have got that win had he pressed Hamlin. He didn't even put a tire to the door. You know what I mean? He should have pinned him down, and, man, he should have went for it if I was Chase Briscoe. I mean, yeah, we teammates, but those are wins, and they're hard to come by. So, big shout out to the 19 for being a great teammate and being a nice guy. And, yeah, we got some signatures on the flag, too. Like I said, we met his dad and son in Atlanta. They actually dropped Lawrence off somehow. Lawrence has a knack for finding people, just random people, and anyways, ran into them. So yeah, big shout out to them. Nice family, nice people. But Briscoe got to go get those wins, man. He should have put the tire to him. I'm telling you, should have put it on him, man. All right. But like I said, all in all, good race there at Dover. I wish Dover would go back to 2 dates, or at least take this date and move it into the playoffs. I mean, I would love that. I would love to see Dover moved into the early set, the first 3, maybe Darlington, Dover, and somewhere else, Talladega, and switch something else up. Do something different. I don't know. I'd love to see it, though. I think Dover brings an aspect where, a lot of guys have a lot of good cars, and you saw a lot of guys come to life throughout that race. I think it just makes for a really good strategical race for the teams and challenges the drivers. So we'll see. We'll see how the schedule shakes up next year with everything else going on. So getting ready to get into that Brickyard 400 preview, and I don't know why I didn't wear my Brickyard shirt today. My great Uncle King gave me a Brickyard shirt when he attended. I think it's the inaugural shirt, 94 too. Might be. I don't know. I got to look, but I'm pretty sure it is. I should have wore it today. It's thick, though. It's an old school T-shirt. They don't make them like that. I mean, sweating balls up here, man. But I tell you what, before we do, we're going to get into those Liberty Forge keys to victory, man. You guys see the hat. Liberty Forge, the nicest wheels on this planet. I'm telling you guys. These things are custom ordered. I'm telling you, cut when you order them up, man. Fully customizable. So many different powder coating options, floating center caps. You like big boy trucks, you like nice wheels, man. You got a nice one. Make sure you go check out Liberty Forge. Again, they got some cool swag. Check it out. let them know rubbing and grubbing. Ain't no telling, they might hook you up with a little something out there, man. But I will be bringing that wheel up. I got pickup truck. I'm gonna be throwing it in the back and bringing it up here. I gotta get it out of the garage for sure. But just to show you the quality, these things, amazing quality. I was so caught off guard and just how clean these wheels are. So again, check them out. Sizes don't matter, man. Tell them what size you want. They cut them up for you for sure. 100% made in the USA as well. So like I said, Liberty Forge, man, best wheels right here. So, keys to victory at the Brickyard. I tell you what, fuel comes into play, strategy, but fuel, I think, is definitely going to be a play that we see. Depending on when these cautions fall, fuel doesn't come into play too often, too much anymore because of the way the stage cautions are. But we get some cautions in between, which I think we'll have depending on the tire. I think that is going to dictate a lot of strategy and who can run what and how we run that race, right? Some guys will get off sequence, some guys will go on to a different one and work it a different way. But again, I think fuel is definitely going to be a big play. Track position, again, clean air. You can't come back at Indy. Obviously, long run, short run cars, the longer the run, the better your car gets, can definitely come back there. Tire fall off will be a big key. We'll see what Goodyear brings and how quick the tire fall off is. And again, no mistakes on pit road. We saw what it did to Chase Elliott there and a lot of other guys. I mean, there's a lot of guys got busted for all kinds of penalties. But we saw what it cost him. So you make a mistake at the wrong time on pit road, you lose that lead in clean air or that track position, and you definitely pay for it. So those would be some of your Liberty Forge keys to victory. We'll see who can come out on top, and I'll be telling you who I think is coming out on top here in just a minute. So Brickyard 400, y'all, and I'm so glad this race is back. You see the 400 back there, right? We had the road course up there earlier. We were struggling. We couldn't find the file. But I tell you what, I'm so glad we're back to the actual oval at Indy. Just so much motorsports history there in general. And NASCAR worked so hard to get there in '94. I mean, it was a big deal for NASCAR to go there to begin with. And I think people lost that. And I know COVID and the pandemic played a lot into it. But this is hollow ground, man. There has been the greatest race car drivers in the world have raced at Indy, and it doesn't change just because it's open wheel or NASCAR. This is still a place that you go and you take a lot of pride to win. So we're going to see who can come out on top. Kyle Larson did it last year. We'll see if he can repeat or if it'll be somebody new or maybe a first-time winner in a career or on the season, can definitely shake the playoffs up. So make sure you guys are tuning in this Sunday. But better yet, man, come up to Coach's right here in the Sound Garden or inside. Either way, Savannah's home for NASCAR racing. Coach's Corner, Thunderbolt, Georgia, baby. The first one, Ricky Rudd. Nah. Yeah, my boy won it. Come on, man. Gordon won it. Yeah, nobody can take that away from him. Won there quite a few times, actually. But, I tell you what, man, I love it. That's why he's the GOAT. I mean, he's the GOAT, man. Denny won't smell 94. He might get to 64, but he ain't going to smell 94. I like to say 94. People say 93. It's that Bobby Allison stuff, you know what I mean? I think Gordon, I think we got 94. But, man, getting into the money line presented by Redfin Polarized, y'all. Don't have them on today, obviously. The best polarized sunglasses on the planet. Italian frames, Carl Zeiss lenses. These things are made for the woods or the water. Doesn't matter what polarization color you need for your needs fishing. They got you covered, man. All kinds of frame styles. Big head, small head, tall head, long head. They got them all. Lawrence got his right here. Let's see, Lawrence, what we got? Lawrence got the Jekylls right here. These are pretty cool. Definitely not my forte, but like I said, man, they are made for the woods and the water. I'm telling you what, go check out the website there, Redfin. Use code Rubbin' and Grubbin 15 at checkout, or Rubbin' and Grubbin 15. Yeah, Rubbin' and Grubbin save you 15%. Sorry, y'all. But I'm telling you, they got the swag. They got everything covered. Just really nice glasses, man. And they're some of the guys based out of Georgia, man. So go out and support an in-state company, man. That's up and coming. I'm telling you, Redfin's booming, man. They're getting ready to hit bigger, I will say. They're already big, man, but love them. As I always like to say, live life fins up, Redfin Polarized, baby. So getting into that top five, I tell you what, y'all. I'm going to bring him back from the bottom of the map. I'm going to take it right here. Number 1. He ain't been number 1 in a while. He ain't won in a while. He ain't been running like he normally does. But I'm going to take Kyle Larson to repeat there at Indy. I think they're going to unload quick. They're going to be good. It's about time for that 5 car to show some dominance again. Finding a way to get good finishes, finding a way to battle back. I think this week key is unloading fast and qualifying. Got to qualify good. Got to have a good race, man. But I'll take 5, number 1. 2 for me. I'm going with my boy, Chase the Bulldog Elliott, man. I'm telling you. You heard it here first. He's coming, baby. Another win on the horizon. We'll see what he can do at Indy. Pretty good run there last year. Found a way to get a top 10, top 5, I think, 6, 7, 10, something like that. I tell you what, he's going to find himself in victory lane this week. I'll take Elliott. 3, I tell you what. He was number 1 on the hot list, but it's a guy who hadn't had the greatest career at Indy. He's had some good races there, just hadn't finished the way he needed to, and that's Denny Hamlin. I'll take him 3rd on the list, y'all. 4, we'll take young Christopher Bell. I like C. Bell. He's heating back up. I think Indy kind of fits his style, too. He can wheel it around there, so I'll take the 20 car 4th. 5 was really hard for me. There was a lot of guys I went back and forth on. A lot of guys that I wanted to try to change up. I mean, Ryan Blaney, I think, is going to run good. Alex Bowman, I think, is going to run good. But I'll take the 45 of Tyler Reddick. He definitely needs a win, and he needs another good top 5 finish. And I think that Indy could be a place for him, too. Ran good there last year, the 1 year that we've been there in the next-gen car. I think he can do it, so we'll see what he does, man. Dark horses. I'll take Ty Gibbs, the Prophet, right there. Good run there last year and competing for that in-season challenge championship crown. I'll take him in $1 million. I think he'll run good. And I just mentioned him, Alex the Showman Bowman. I'm not going to go that dark, but I'll tell you what, I think Alex Bowman could find a way to get it done there at Indy as well. So be on the lookout for them. Follow Twitter. Lawrence will throw it up there, man. He always does. We got into it last week, and what we do, Lawrence? Let's see here. Well, we're plus 1750 on the year. We had Zillich, and I think we hit a little something in the Cup Series, but basically we lost $30 when it was all said and done last week. Odds weren't great, damn it, which, you know, it is what it is. But, hey, man, at least we picked the winning drivers there, and I like it. I'll take it, man. So, again, tune into Twitter. Follow us. Lawrence will throw him up there. He'll show you who we locked down. And, you know, show me what you guys are throwing up there, man. So let me see your bets. That's what we like to talk about for sure. So getting ready to get into that hard right turn, but before we do, got to give a big shout out to Lamar's Body Shop, the best auto collision service in Savannah, 35 plus years, taking care of all of Savannah's auto collision needs. 2301 Skidaway Road, right up the road from Coaches. Hop, skip, and a jump, kind of a win-win. Take the car up there, doesn't matter what it is. Insurance, you know, need insurance estimate. Man, you need a new hood, paint job, some parts replaced. Go see Lamar and his team, man. They're not fading the funk, skipping any corners, cutting corners with you, man. Gonna give it to you real, and they are the best in the business, man. 2301 Skidaway Road, Lamar's Body Shop. You'll see that number and address scrolling as well, man. As I always say, don't settle for par. Go see Lamar, man. That's what it's all about. So the hard right turn, man, and as I was saying, boy, leave it up to NASCAR to just totally mind screw all of us, man. You know, here we are the whole time, and I didn't really read into it, to be honest with you, to begin with. I don't know if the information was out there to be found, but I was under the impression that whoever won the $1 million in-season bracket tournament, the $1 million went to the driver, but that is not the case. NASCAR has said it goes to the team ownership, which then, of course, a piece of it will go to the drivers, which then I hope the drivers give a piece of it to the crew and it trickles down, right? But come on, man. I thought this went to the drivers. I think NASCAR needs to change it. They need to come out of pocket, $1 million, give it to a driver, let the driver do his thing. It's kind of like his bonus. Yeah, I know team ownership's this and that, but they were going to do it anyways. They were going to run a full schedule no matter what, right? So I think it's more rewarding for the driver as well. And just brings another thing back into that in-season playoff, man. 32nd seed in Ty Dillon, which hats off to Ty, not taking anything away from him. And then the other Ty, we got a Ty Gibbs, the battle of the ties. I don't think Ty Gibbs really needs the money. I don't think Ty Dillon obviously probably actually needs the money either. But I would much rather see to go to a Cinderella story like Ty Dillon, 100%. Just, you know, I mean, he could, at the end of the year, come out with merch, you know, I beat all y'all's favorite driver, because that's pretty much what he just did. There ain't a soul thought 32nd would be there. And I know NASCAR didn't think it. This is definitely not the way NASCAR planned it to go. You know, when you look at round one, who was eliminated in the big wreck at Atlanta, a lot of guys are taken out, and then back-to-back road courses, and then all of a sudden we go to Dover, and now here we go to Indy, right? So maybe NASCAR tweaks the schedule in the 5-race series that they run this at isn't maybe exactly those 5. I mean, I would like to see it maybe end in Atlanta. Maybe we go all the way up and those 2 drivers battle off in Atlanta whenever that second date is, and start it out a little earlier. You know, that's just me. But we'll see what NASCAR does. But again, we're going to see Sunday which one of these guys come home. 32nd seed, and I don't know where Gibbs was at. He had to be up there, I think, a little bit from the way they seeded it, because he did have a couple decent runs there towards the end. Not positive. Somebody can help me out on that. That'd be great. But love to see Ty Dillon. I'm pulling for Ty Dillon. I don't hope anything bad happens to Ty Gibbs. Well, it don't matter. Cut a tire, blow an engine, whatever. If Ty Dillon wins the $1 million, I'm buying some Ty Dillon merch. I'm telling you right now. I'm giving away a Ty Dillon shirt on the show. That's what's going to happen. We're going to try to get Ty Dillon to give a shout out too. We're going to give away some of his stuff to somebody that follows the show. But yeah, we'll see what they do next year. I think they need to tweak it a little bit. Like I said, those race dates need to change. Or even if they go back to doing like a Winston Noble million type thing to where they have 5 races and it's the best finishers out of those 5 races and then eliminate, that all don't have to be back to back. I don't know. Something got to give a little bit. I don't think Atlanta was the best place for that. I think when the big wreck happened, that threw it all for a screwball. But I would definitely love to see that be where it ends. That would be cool. So we'll see what they do, man. But anyways, that'll wrap it up for the rubbing. We are on to the grubbing, y'all. And I just went super simple. A little warm out here today. Me and Lawrence looking for a little munchy snack, man. We went with the good old classic Coach's Club, the Clubhouse, baby. You can't beat this thing. I'm telling you guys right now, man, one of the best club sandwiches around, and homemade chips, all right? These chips are to die for. I'm telling you right now. It's got the lettuce, the bacon, the cheese, the turkey, the hams. It's got it all. A few pickles on the side, baby. That's what we talking about, man. So if you guys haven't yet, come out here. Check out Coach's Corner. Great food, great drinks, great fun. I mean, you see the Sound Garden, man. We got all kinds of stuff going down. And like I say, man, if you hadn't had the food, you either in prison or you live on a different planet, man. So come out to Coach's, Thunderbolt, Georgia. Grab some food, grab some drinks, have some fun, man. That's what it's all about. So a little bit of Coach's news here, man. Demasi coming on tonight, right? Oh, we got Coach Carl Demasi in that Savannah Sports Report coming up right here, baby, 7 o'clock. So make sure you're tuning in, showing the Coach some love, giving you up to date on everything Major League, everything local prep sport. I mean, we got it going on. We're getting ready to get into college football, y'all. Them dogs getting ready to tear that ass up again this year. SEC champions again. I'm telling you right now, I just want that Bama game. If we can get that Bama game at home, I'm going to be happy with that one. But we're coming. We're coming. Everybody doubts us. Doubt Gunner if you want to. Doubt the defense if you want to. But that ain't the last time Kirby Smart had a mediocre defense. That's all I'm going to say. All right. But, yeah, tune in to Coach. He'll break it down for you better than I did. But that's going to do it for the rubbing and grubbing. Thank you guys for tuning in on Wednesday, man. I'm going to get off here, have me a little slice of this club sandwich, and get ready for my NASCAR league later on tonight, man. Hope you guys are having a great day. As I always like to say, man, look, hey, remember, love everybody, y'all. Be nice, be kind. It's a lot easier to be kind, and it feels a lot better on the soul than to be mean. It's not hard, man. Do something nice today. Hold a door, help an old lady out. Do something, you know what I mean? Just do something nice and contribute to your community, and that's all it's about, man. So love you guys. As always, stay safe. Don't end up like me, and as always, wash your hands, y'all. Love you guys.